Welcome back. Another episode of Board Games. How are you doing, Michelle?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm doing well.
All right.
And today we'll be talking about a game called Dominion. This is more of a card game than a board
And
game.
a board game.
But still good. This is what's called a deck building game. So as you play the game, everyone starts off with the same copy of a deck. So everyone has their own deck that consists of the same cards. But as you play the game, you add and remove cards from that deck.
Right.
And you've played this before, right, Michelle?
I have,
Okay.
yes.
So we have the rules, which tell you how to play the game. Which you don't need to go over because we're going to do that for you.
Right. And then, like we said, this is a card building game. So you're going to see decks of cards.
Yep.
And then you get to pick and choose which cards that you want to have in your deck.
So the cool thing about Dominion is you can mix and match.
We can put this down
now. Up to 10 different, there's a bunch of different sets of cards, and you can pick up to 10 different sets, and those are the cards you choose from when you're building your deck. You can do it randomly, just any 10, or the instruction booklet has
different ones.
They have different themes that you can use to try and have the options that are themed at the theme. They do have a suggestion for first time players, which is what we'll use.
We'll just use that to show you guys during gameplay, so that way you can kind of get an idea of how it works. The point is that you're trying to collect cards, and I think in this case we're collecting properties.
So you're
trying
to collect cards, which in turn will try to collect you points. There are 4 different types of cards that gain you points. So these estates. So at the end of the game, this one's worth 1 point for each one you have in your deck at the end of the game. This is worth 6 points. So you want to try and get as much. I think this is the highest value, so you want to try and get as much of these in your deck as possible. And the way you win is, I think it's after.
It's once all the highest ones run out.
Yeah. So once this deck is depleted, or 3 other decks are depleted, the game ends.
The game ends right there.
Yeah.
So.
And then whoever has the highest points amongst the different point cards, like this is for 3, wins the game.
It's really hard to explain it beforehand without setting it all up.
There are different types of cards. Yeah, the way a turn works is you always have a hand of 5 cards, and some of them might be money cards, which you use to buy. This is worth 1 money or gold. It's a copper, which is worth 1 gold, which sounds weird. So, yeah, it's weird to explain because you have your hand of 5, and there'll be cards in your 5 that are worth money, which you use to buy other cards, which can be worth even more money.
And then you also have your backup hand, which is off to the side.
You're constantly going through and reshuffling your deck because you draw 5. You start with 10, draw 5, use whatever you can. Then somebody else goes, they use their 5 cards. It comes back to you, you draw your other 5, you use whatever you can, and then since you don't have a deck anymore, you reshuffle everything and go again. But you're putting cards into that cycle as you go. It's hard to explain.
You'll see when we set it up. This game does take a little longer than most of the games.
Yeah, we probably won't show off the full game because a full game can go on for 30 minutes to an hour, so it's a little.
So we'll play it through all the way, but we may speed up through some parts.
Yeah, or we might just call early. Maybe we'll just do 5 turns each, just kind of show it off, and then go into there. And then there's a bunch of different cards. This is the poacher card. He does stuff. We'll just show off the cards that we use in game because I don't want to go through
the entire deck.
All of these. Hopefully it makes more sense when you
see it set up and played. So, all right, we'll see you guys at gameplay.
Mm-hmm. So this is what Dominion looks like after it's set up. We're using the suggested first time player cards. So the game has a suggestion for people who are learning to play. This is the cards to use. You could use any one of these if you want, but we're using the ones that the game suggests you use to learn the game. And I'll go over what the cards do. First I'll go over what a turn basically is. So right now, Michelle and I's decks are exactly the same. Everybody
Yep.
starts with a identical deck, and as you go, you'll add these cards to your deck. So right now, everyone has 5 cards on their turn. So I'll take my 5 cards. These point cards, these estates, don't do anything other than gain you points in the game. So I'm just going to move them off to the side for now. And I have 3 money. So each copper gives me 1 money. So I have 3 money. So I can buy anything that costs up to 3. Which I will do to buy the silver. It costs 3. And it's worth 2 money during the buy phase. So normally what I would do, I would have played an action card first, but I don't have any action cards. So I kind of just skipped over that step and went straight to my buy step. By default, everyone gets 1 action card and 1 buy. By default. But again, I didn't have any action cards, so I just skipped over that step and went to my buy phase. So any cards you buy will go to your discard for you to be used on future turns.
Yep.
So I'm going to Michelle.
I pulled my 5. And I have 5 copper. So I am actually going to buy a mine.
Which is good. Yeah, so these cards basically let you give you extra actions, extra buys. They let you play extra cards.
Did you want to go over them?
Yeah, we'll go over the cards really quick. So the seller, it costs 2 gold to buy. Plus 1 action means you can play 1 extra card. And it has another feature where you can discard cards from your hand to draw that many cards. So if you don't want, say you have 2 cards in your hand you don't want, you get rid of them and then you can draw 2 more. The moat, you play it, you draw 2 cards from your deck, and it also protects you from any attack cards. There's only 1 attack card in this set, and I'll go over that when we get there. So whenever somebody were to play that card, basically what I do is I just reveal that I have the moat card in my hand, and now I'm unaffected by that attack card. The merchant, plus 1 card means you draw a card from your deck, so I'll let you draw a card. I'll let you play an extra card, and the first silver you play is worth 3 instead of 2. So it makes your silvers worth a little more. The village, again, lets you draw an extra card, and it gives you plus 2 actions, so you can play 2 extra cards instead of your just 1. So essentially you can play 3 cards. The village plus 2 more. Workshop, you just get any card that costs up to 4, you play it, and pick any card that costs 4 or less. So it's a way to get, essentially lets you get 2 buys, 1 from Workshop and then 1 on your normal buy. The militia, this symbol here gives you plus 2 money. So any card that has the plus and then the money symbol, it gives you plus that much money on your buy phase. So in this instance, plus 2 money. And when you play it, all other players have to discard 2 cards, bringing them down to 3. They get to pick which 2 cards, but they have to discard 2 cards. Unless, of course, they reveal the moat, which means they're protected from that effect. Remodel. You trash any card from your hand, and you pick any card that's worth 2 more. So if you got rid of a Smithy, it's worth 4. Now you can grab any card that's worth up to 6. So I'll let you kind of trade up, and so to speak. The Smithy is just draw 3 cards. So say you're short on money, you play it, you draw 3 cards, and now hopefully you have the money you need to buy something. Market kind of lets you do a little bit of everything. You draw a card, it lets you play an extra action, it gives you another buy, so now you can buy 2 things instead of 1, and it gives you plus 1 money on your buy step. The mine basically lets you turn a copper into silver or a silver into gold. The way it's worded is you trash a treasure card from your hand, then you gain another treasure card that's worth up to 3 more. So as you can see, the copper's worth 0, silver's worth 3, cost 0, cost 3, gold costs 6, so you basically turn copper into silver or silver into gold. These are your point cards. Estate, it costs 2 gold and it's worth 1 money at the end of the turn.
Not money, point.
Yeah, sorry, worth victory points at the end of the turn.
Victory points.
Victory points at the end of the game, I said turn. It costs 2 money and it's worth 1 victory point at the end of the game. So these cards don't do anything on their own. Like, they basically just chug up your deck with useless cards, but you need them to win because they're worth points. Garden costs 4 and it's worth one victory point for every 10 cards you have in your deck. So say your deck is like super bloated, this is going to be worth a bunch. Duchy costs 5, worth 3 victory points, and Province costs 8 gold, worth 6 victory points. And then you have the treasure cards. Copper, it's just worth one money during the buy phase. Silver, worth 2 money during the buy phase. And gold, worth 3 money during the buy phase. So that's all the cards. I think it was my turn, right?
Yes, because I went and bought my mine.
So I have my 5 cards here. Again, these victory point cards don't do anything on their own, so I'm just going to put it off to the side. So now I have 4 money to buy one thing with. Which I think will be to buy a militia. That's worth 4. So now I don't have a deck because I drew my deck away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my discard, shuffle it up, and now I'll make my new draw deck.
So I have 3 estates in here. That's not going to help me do anything on this round. So I'm down to 2 copper. That's all I got. So I'm going to buy a moat. And then I need to shuffle.
So now it's my turn. So when I'm shuffling, I'll take my turn. Alright, so I draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Set my deck off to the side. Alright. So I'll play a militia. So Michelle will have to discard down to 2 once she's done.
Unless I have my moat.
Unless she has her moat, then she's protected. I also have this estate, which I'm just going to get rid of because it does nothing.
I do not have a moat.
Okay. Alright. So the militia gives me plus 2 gold in my buy. And I have 3 copper, so I have 5, which I will use to buy mine.
Alright, so action cards first. I have none, and I had to discard down because Travis attacked me. So I'm down to 3 copper. And that is it. So I think I am going to buy... I think I'm going to get a village.
Okay. My turn. I don't have any action cards. I have these estates which do nothing, so I'll just kind of get rid of them for now. So I do have 3 copper, which I'll use to buy a silver. And now back to Michelle, to reshuffle.
Alright, so I think I am going to use my moat. Yeah, I'm going to use my moat, so I'm going to draw 2. Alright, 1, 2, 3. I have 4 copper. 4 copper. I think I'm going to buy a militia.
Okay.
Shuffle.
So my turn. I have a handful of money. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I will use that to buy a gold, which costs 6. So I have 1 gold left over, but I can't do anything with it. So that will be my turn.
Alright, I'm still shuffling.
So as you can see, is with this game, you're basically trying to just build kind of an action engine to get the better cards.
Alright, so I'm going to use my mine. I'm going to trash a copper and get a silver.
Yeah, mine's good because it means you permanently get rid of the lower value cards.
Yeah. And then what do I have in my hand? I have 4. I think I'm going to get a remodel.
Alright, so it's my turn. I have these estates, don't do anything, so I'll just put them off to the side. I'll play a mine myself, get rid of the copper, turn it into a silver. Now I have 3 money, which I'll use to buy a merchant.
Alright. I'm going to use my village to draw a card. It says plus 2 actions, but I have no more actions in my hand. I do have 3 copper, however, so... Copper. Let's go with a workshop. Alright.
Okay, so back to
Shuffle.
me. I need to draw one more card, so I'm shuffling. So I'll just draw that card. Alright, so I have a state, which does nothing. I have this militia. So Michelle will have to discard down to 2.
I have a moat.
She has a moat, so she's fine. So that gives me +2 money, 4, 5, 6, 7. One short from the province. But we'll just buy another gold.
Alright. So,
5.
I am going to use my militia. Travis, you have to discard.
Get rid of this estate. And this copper.
Alright, and then I only have 3. So, I guess we'll get a merchant. Alright.
Alright, my turn. I'm going to play this merchant. Let's just me draw a card. And it gives me an extra action. So I'll play a mine, and I'll turn this silver into a gold. And the merchant also is the first silver I play is worth 1 more, so the silver is worth 3. That's worth 3, so I have 6. We'll just buy another gold.
Alright, so action cards. I have none. But I have 4 copper.
Go ahead and start shuffling.
4 copper. Ooh, let's get a smithy. Alright.
These are good.
Yeah, I get to pull an extra 3 cards out of it.
My turn, right?
Yep.
Alright, I have 6 money. This estate doesn't do anything, so I'll just set it off to the side. 6 money. Let's just keep getting them gold.
They're gonna come in handy one day.
Yep.
Alright, so I've got a bunch of stuff here. So, village, add a card to my hand, and I get 2 more actions. 2 more actions. So, what do I want to do? I have 3 actions in my hand. I think we're going to use the mine. So, I'm going to get rid of that copper,
Okay.
grab a silver. And that's it.
Can I buy anything?
Oh. No, because I had no more money left. All I had was the silver, which is 2.
Okay.
So, no.
Okay.
Everything else was an action card.
Alright, my turn. I'll play this militia, so Michelle will have to discard down to 2.
Unless I have my
She
moat.
gets her moat. Just shuffling. So that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'll buy this
5.
province.
And I do not have my moat,
Okay.
so I shall discard. Which leaves me with 4 money. 4 money, 4 money. I'm going to take a militia.
Okay. So back to me. I'll play a merchant. Lets me draw a card. And the first silver I play is worth 3. So the silver's worth 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll get a market.
Alright, so I am going to play my merchant, so I get 1 card plus another action. Plus another action. I'm going to draw 3 more cards. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness. I'm going to play my village, which is draw 1 card and 2 more actions. I'm going to play this, gain a card up to 4. Plus I have another action.
That card goes to your discard, the one you just drew.
And then I still have another action. So, still have another action. I'm going to gain 2 here, and Travis has to discard down to 3.
Okay. Get rid of this estate.
And then I get that plus 2,
Well,
and a copper is 3.
this merchant.
So I'm going to gain another village. And that's it. So you see how you can kind of,
Yeah, I can chain.
you can chain reaction them.
Yeah. Alright, my turn. I'll play this market, which is draw a card, an extra action. That didn't do anything for me. I have this mine, but I don't want to use it. I have 2 gold, and you can't turn gold into a better card.
No.
So I essentially have 7 money, 3 from the golds, or 6 from the golds, and 1 from the market. So I have 7. Get a smithy, I guess. No, I'll get a touchy.
Okay.
Alright.
So the whole point, yeah, because we don't have that many points.
Okay.
The whole point of the game is to get these green cards.
Yeah.
And you can see it's kind of hard to get them sometimes.
Yeah.
So actions first. Merchant. Gain a card. All right. I may trash a treasure from my hand and then get one costing up to 3 more. So I'm going to grab a silver. Now, does that go into my hand?
Yeah, that one does because
Okay.
it says put it into your hand.
Oh, okay. So it says if I use a silver, I get to add 1. So I have 3, 4, 5. In which case I'm going to get a duchy.
All right, so I have. This province doesn't do anything. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 money exactly, which I'll use to buy a province. Yeah, so that's why I like to get the golds because you basically need the golds to get up the money to get up to 8.
All right, so it's my turn. I'm going to draw my 3 from my smithy. 1, 2, 3. And I guess now I'm going to have to buy. And I have 5. So I'm going to get a duchy.
All right, my turn. I'll play a militia, so militia will have to discard when she's ready. Which means it gives me 5 money.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm gonna just buy a village.
All right, I'm going to use my smithy and grab 3 more. Oop, I'm out of cards. I'm going to shuffle to grab 1 more.
As you can see, the games kind of can go on.
It can go on for a while. I'm
Yeah.
just waiting till we get some more green cards in our hands.
Yeah.
So that way you guys can kind of see like what you're trying to do. The whole thing is once the province deck runs
Yeah.
out or the other 3 run
Or
out.
any 3. So once this is
Oh, it's
depleted,
any.
or any 3 other decks are depleted, the game is over.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to try and end the game quick, you can just buy a bunch of these,
Yeah.
a bunch of the lower cost cards.
All right, so now I have all my cards and I have no money, so I can't do anything.
Wow. Okay.
I had no money. I had all actions.
Well, I have exactly 8 money. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Buy a province.
all right.
So hopefully, maybe we can start getting these high value cards.
Yeah, so I'm going to play another
Oh, I need my
smithy. Oops, not the top
Yeah,
3.
if you can get a good
1,
engine going, you can get like a province
2.
every turn.
3. All right, so now where am I? I drew my 3. I'm up to 4 copper. 4. And that's it. So I guess I'm going to buy a silver. See, Travis has gotten golds. I haven't.
So my turn. I have this estate which does nothing, so I'll just set off the side. I'll play this mine, which lets me trash the money and upgrade it to 1. So I'll get rid of this copper, turn it into a silver,
All right.
and
so,
now I have. It's not my turn.
no, I know it. I was
Yeah.
trying to.
Oh. And now I have 7 money, which I will use to buy. I really wish I had 8 money. I guess another gold. No, let's get another market. No, let's get a smithy. Market. Yeah, market. Final choice, market.
All right. I am going to play my village. I'm going to draw a card. I get 2 actions. I'm going to use my merchant to draw another card. And then I get another action. So I still have 2 more actions.
Yes.
Jeezy. 2 more actions. I only have 1. So Travis has to discard down to 3.
That one. And my own militia.
All right. And then I am going to play my silver. So that'll put me at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to get a
Actually,
gold.
No, I'll get rid of my gold.
All right.
All right. So I play this village. Also lets me draw a card. It gives me 2 extra actions. I'll play this market. Well, it lets me draw a card and play extra actions. That didn't do anything. And then I'll play this militia of my own. So Michelle will have to draw down, discard down to 3.
Unless I have my move.
She-
And I don't.
Okay.
So.
So then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 money, which I'll use to just get another gold. Yeah.
Alright. So I'm going to play my merchant, which is draw a card. And I get an additional action. Militia, Travis will have to discard. And since I am playing a silver, I get 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to take a duchy.
Alright. My turn. I'll play a merchant, which lets me draw an extra card, and my first silver is worth extra money, which doesn't do anything. Well, it does. So this is worth 4 or 3 because of that one, and then so 4. I'll buy a smithy.
Alright. Play my village. I get to draw a card. I do get 2 additional actions. There's 1 action. I'll draw another
I have
card.
3 extra actions.
So now I've got 3 extra
That's 2
actions.
villages.
I'm gonna gain a card costing up to 4. I think I'll take a smithy. And then I still have 1 more action. I'm gonna use my move and get 2. And that's it for my action. So I'm up to 4. I guess I'm gonna buy another silver. Alright, we'll play a couple more.
Yeah. It's getting kind of going on, so we'll just play a couple more turns. Wow, I have a terrible hand. I'm not going to do anything. So I'll come
Alright.
straight to Michelle.
In which case, I've got all money. 3, 4, 5, 6. Gonna buy a gold. I had no action cards in that hand, so that made it easy. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Alright, my turn. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I will buy a province.
Okay. I'm gonna use my smithy, which is to draw 3, but I need to shuffle. So bear with me a minute here. So as you can see, some of them, like I've been linking a ton of action cards. Travis has been having a lot of gold and silver so he can buy higher things. And remember, it's just the shuffle of the deck, so it's not like you're really picking them
No.
per se.
You're just trying to put cards into your deck. That
All
are,
right.
So they try to put more copies of a card in your deck so they come up more often.
So I pulled a bunch of actions, which I can't use, but I have 7. So I'm gonna buy another gold.
I have 11 money, so I'll just buy a province. So once you start getting a bunch of gold in your deck, you can start buying those provinces.
5. All right. So I'm gonna use my village, draw a card, and then I get 2 actions. So I'm gonna play my militia. Travis has to discard down, and then I get an additional 2.
You have an extra action if you have.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't have any more action cards. So I have the 2 here. 2, 4, 6. Get a gold.
Alright, so I'll play a village, which is a draw a card and 2 extra actions, which doesn't do anything. We'll have a merchant, which is draw a card and extra action. Okay, and I'll draw a market, so it lets me draw a card. Alright. So this silver's worth 3, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Guess I'll just buy a gold.
All right. I'll play my village and draw 1. I get 2 more actions out of that. 2 more actions. I will trash a card from my hand and gain a card costing up to 2 more. And then I still have 1 more action. And I'm going to draw 2 cards. Hopefully get some money. I did not. So I have 3.
Alright. Want to call it here?
Yeah,
It's kind of go on and on.
All right.
Alright, anyway, that's the minion. As you can see, it kind of goes on for a little bit. The basic idea is you want to draw an engine to get.
You want to get the
these.
victory cards. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go through our deck and add them up.
Yeah. Normally we would wait until
The piles ran
but
out.
the game's kind of going on for a while, so we'll just end it early.
So your money isn't worth anything.
Yeah,
in
you're
the
just
end.
looking for these green ones.
You're looking for the green ones, and the garden is a special one, so you're going to have to separate those out. Duchy, estates. I know Travis probably has way more points than I do, but it is what it is. Okay, and then the garden is worth 1 for every
10 cards.
10 cards.
In your whole deck,
including this.
including everything.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 1. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3. 9, 10, 11, 14.
36.
Yeah. So I knew Travis had a lot more provinces than I did, so that I think that had a lot to do with
36,
it. So Travis ends up winning.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go ahead and talk about what we think about the game.
Yep.
Yep.
Alrighty. All right, so we are back.
Just played Dominion.
We just played Dominion. What do you think about it?
I actually don't really like Dominion. One of the main reasons I don't like Dominion is because it's there's very little player interaction. It's basically I do my thing, then Michelle does her thing, and we just go back and forth.
Yeah, I think this is one of those good games where it's kind of like a fill time game, like while you're sitting around talking with friends in general.
Yeah, I mean
Kinda
the
thing.
game itself is fine. The mechanics are fine. The rules make sense. It's just I don't personally like it.
I think it's a good game. Like if you're having friends over and you kind of want to catch up, and you can kind of play this like in between.
Yeah, it's something
Conversation?
easy to teach. Like I said, the game itself is fine. I just prefer the more type of games where you're interacting with the players more directly. I mean, there are a little bit with like the militia cards. It's slightly interactive with that, but other than that, it's just I take my turn and Michelle takes her turns, and I'm
Pretty
not.
much.
Yeah, and I'm not doing anything to stop her, or she's not doing anything to stop me.
So
But other than that, I think it's okay. It's fine. It's a good game.
they have also several different
Yeah, there are a bunch of
variations
different
it.
expansions
Yeah.
that add a bunch of more of the cards, like the different sets of cards.
So
There's a bunch of expansions. I think there's like 4 or 5.
yeah,
4 or 5
there's a
expansions.
bunch of them.
So yeah, it's a popular game. Like I said,
It's fairly easy. It does.
it
is
gets
a,
boring.
yeah, like you can
Like
see,
we called the
stopped
game
it.
early
Yeah.
because it was just kind of going on and dragging along.
And we had already played for like 30 minutes
Yeah.
in that video. So,
Yeah,
it does take a while. I've never played it with more people, so I'm not really sure how that changes it, if at all. Like I said, I guess if you're having friends over and you kind of want to like have conversations and just kind of do
it does
something.
support up to 4 players. That's what they suggest.
Yeah,
Max
so-
of 4 players.
I don't know. I think it's okay. I don't mind it.
Yeah,
It's not my
I mean,
favorite.
yeah, me too. It's totally fine, totally playable. I mean, it's enjoyable enough, but again, just not a game for me.
So we'll put all the information in the link below so that way you guys can get the information. And then remember to please go and support your local game store if you have one
Yeah.
local to
If
you.
you do like it, if you like what you saw, go ahead and pick it up at
Yep.
your whatever closest game store.
Game store. And if you can't find it, like I said, we will link Amazon just so that way you guys have another way of getting it. But we do support small business here, so we would greatly appreciate it if you supported your local game shop. You can just Google local game stores near you
Yeah.
to find out if there is one. Otherwise, go ahead and order it off Amazon.
Yep.
Alrighty. Thanks
Thanks
guys.
for watching.
Bye.
Bye.